Hey guys, Chris Robinson here today, Becks Hybrids PFR location lead for the Kentucky site. With me today I have our southern team field agronomist, Austin Scott. Austin, it looks like you've been out doing a little digging in the wheat field today. What are we seeing out in the wheat fields?
Yeah, Chris, so this wheat crop across my whole territory is running about Feeks 3 to Feeks 4 right now. It greened up a few weeks ago, broke dormancy. As a matter of fact, a lot of my producers already have their first shot of nitrogen on the crop. We've had a lot of rain so far this winter. A lot of this crop is really waterlogged. We've got a lot of rain still in the forecast coming up. I'm getting a lot of calls right now from producers saying, Austin, what can I do to add profitability to this wheat crop? I know y'all do a lot of wheat testing here at PFR. What are some things that y'all have seen over the past few years to add profitability to this crop?
That's a great question, Austin. One of the things that we're seeing, especially at this time of year, heading into that Feeks 5 growth stage, that is a PFR Proven product, is Palisade. Palisade has actually shown a 6.3 bushel acre advantage over multi-year, multi-location data. Can you explain to us exactly what Palisade is, Austin, and why we're seeing these kind of yield bumps?
Absolutely. Palisade is one of the products that I'm having conversations about right now. Like you said, we typically like to target about that Feeks 5 growth stage so that we can apply Palisade with our herbicide just to consolidate trips across the field. Palisade is a plant growth regulator though, Chris. What it does is it limits that plant from getting too tall. It shortens internodes, thickens the stem a little bit, and prevents lodging later in the year. So that's really how it protects so much of the yield. You really see an added benefit from Palisade on areas of the field that you know are prone to lodging, areas of the field that get overlapped with nitrogen, or areas of the field that maybe your corn crop didn't use up all the nitrogen, you had a lot of residual left over. That's kind of the nuts and bolts of Palisade though. What are some other things that y'all have found in PFR, maybe a little bit later in the season, that these producers can look at adding profitability with?
That's a great question, Austin. We've actually got two more products that are PFR Proven products that are for those later season applications. Both of those products will be fungicide. The first one being Caramba, where we're seeing a 6.7 bushel acre advantage out of that. And our second product would be Prosaro. Prosaro, we're seeing a 5.6 bushel acre advantage out of it. Can you explain to our growers a little bit of why we're seeing those kind of yield bumps out of using fungicides later in the season?
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. So this is another conversation that I will be having in the future. I get a lot of calls on this every year. They call and say, should I spray a fungicide? Well, it's usually not cut and dry on whether you should or shouldn't, but with yields like y'all are seeing from Caramba and Prosaro, I think it was 6.7 bushel and 5.6 bushel return over multiple years locations and multiple years and multiple locations. Those are pretty significant yields. So most of the acres will get sprayed with the fungicide. All right, so what they're targeting is a disease called Fusarium head blight. All right, so you have to be very careful and spray at the precise time to target Fusarium head blight. All right, so that growth stage is going to be Feeks 10-5-1. That's when 50% of the field has started shedding pollen. Okay, at that time, that's when the infection of Fusarium head blight, or head scab, as a lot of people like to call it, really takes place. All right, so when you shut down that Fusarium head blight, you're actually getting protection twofold. So you're protecting against the disease, but you're actually protecting against vomitoxin also. So later in the year, when you're hauling that wheat to the granary and they're testing it, a lot of times you can get docked for DON levels, okay? DON is a vomitoxin associated with Fusarium head blight. So you can really protect that wheat crop on two sides. You can protect it from the Fusarium head blight itself with these fungicides, and by preventing the disease, you can prevent the vomitoxin from the grain later in the year.
That's great information, Austin. I want to thank you for being with us today and explaining some things that you're seeing out in the wheat field. There you have it, guys. 3 PFR Proven products that you're more than welcome to look up at BecksHybrids.com. Thanks for being with us.